How are you supposed to get any notice anymore?
It's tough. It is tough. I mean, you know, be good for a start. You know, if you're good at what you do, I think truly at the end of the day, there's very few people that are super talented that don't make it. So sooner or later, someone's going to notice you. As long as you're putting your face out there and putting your stuff out there. Basically, the stuff we were just talking about earlier. Try and get your face in as many places. Get to meet as many people as possible.
Networking is so
networking, and it's so easy these days with the social media as well. I mean, it's a completely different game to how it was when we all started out. I mean, you literally had to know people or be introduced to people at parties, or nowadays you can just sit there in an afternoon and meet half the world. So it's definitely a lot easier.
But like Grant said, don't hassle people. You know, just take it easy, one step at a time.
I think as well, the great thing you've got to think about is that all of you here are all in the same peer group. You've got the chance to make a little kind of movement yourselves. You know what I mean? You could all get together,
change the way it works, you know,
and you could put on nights for yourself and just grow it like that. So there's so many different ways of doing it. I mean, we've talked about back in the day how it was maybe a lot easier because you had 3 TV channels, a couple of radio stations, and you had to have the money and the love and the passion to actually make the physical stuff to start with. So that kind of got rid of all the shit because people weren't going to put money into shit. But these days, because there's such a proliferation of media and there's so many people making music, it's a lot more difficult for the good stuff to rise to the top. But the flip side of that is it's a lot easier to get noticed because of all the social media as well and the proliferation of everywhere. So it is possible to do.
I think actually performing and actually doing your own nights, that's essentially what got me travelling all around the world. You know, I started off a night, I brought down the top names, as to say, and associated in all those circles, and then one thing leads to another. You get gigs, you kind of do swap gigs, and you end up being here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you start making music, and then you're putting music in their hands. And one thing leads to another, and it's all building all the time. And I can't say enough, get out there, DJ, or perform, and start your own night, but pull in some other people,
I think that's a big part of it as well. Try and create your own little following. Try and create your own little fan base, because that will grow. Like you get 10 people that are into your stuff, and they each tell one person, then also it just grows and grows and grows. And I think that's how a lot of, especially the acts like that you see that are blowing up nowadays, like Disclosure, just had massive success. 18 months, 2 years ago, nobody had heard of them. You know what I mean? They were just some guys making some tracks, but they just nailed the social following thing. Was fantastic. Followers on SoundCloud, they had people raving about their music, sharing their music around everywhere.
A lot of labels look at that as well.
Oh, definitely.
Essentially, how many followers have they got?
But then this is another way where you can be smart about it. If you want to do what we was talking about earlier, you can fake a lot of that. I don't know how far it takes you, but I know from a DJing perspective. I know a lot of promoters I speak to, a lot of the guys I play for, talk about how many likes somebody's got on Facebook. A lot of, that's a big factor for them. For me, I just think that's stupid. It doesn't mean anything. But for them, it's very important. And there are certain acts, if you look, there are ways to detect whether people are doing the fake thing as well on Facebook, which we could go into, not really what this is about, but it's quite easy to see if someone's doing it. But there are DJs there. There's a DJ, an Eastern European DJ there, that's got over, is it 1 or 5 million Facebook fans. I mean, I don't even think Angelina Jolie has got that kind of following. Nobody has got, but it gets him work. The guy's fucking booked up everywhere. He's constantly touring all over the world.
Well, and
it's fake. He's paid for it all.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you see on Facebook these things going around going, there's a picture, name an album beginning with A or a film beginning with B.
Yeah.
And all these people have just gone, and you've got to like it before you can do it. That page, a month later, will have turned into a band page or a film page or something like that, because they've already got...
They just switched the thing over,
5,000 likes, 10,000 likes or whatever like that. So there's ways around it. I don't agree with it all. I think the music should speak for itself. But
I do too. I think it's shameful what's going on. And especially the Twitter thing, I find quite pathetic. To pay for followers on Twitter, I think is just stupid. But you're dealing in a marketplace now that is taking notice of that stuff, you know, and you know, if you go to someone fresh and you say, oh, there's my CD and all that, and then they go and look at your SoundCloud page and you've got, you know, 5,000 people following you and you've had 500 plays just today, I mean, they're going to think, oh, this person's got something. Even though they know themselves, they probably, after talking to you, they're going to turn around and pay for their Twitter likes. And
I think starting up, you've just got to be smart about it. You've got to be targeted. Only target the people that you think are going to be liking your stuff, the producers of the radio stations, the press, and just, I think it's all about networking, as we've said, working together. You've all got peers here, as I say. You could put on a night for the next week. Do you know what I mean? All of you together, and build it up, and then friends of friends. I mean, I think you've got to. People underestimate the friends of friends and families and all this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Massive.
You get 5 acts on in a night and invite all their friends and family. You're exposing all those other 4 acts to all those other people, do you know what I mean? And then that's just going to grow. So it's about building it all up from there.
And I think what you said, targeting is right. And know your audience. I mean, that's where
just don't throw shit out everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Just be specific and target the people you think are going to want to listen to it.
And that's where the fake thing falls down. If you wanted to follow the fake promotion route, really you're buying nothing at the end of the day, because you're not buying real fans. None of these people give a monkeys. All the people that are being paid to click on your page.
It was the same on MySpace, where you had 5,000 friends on MySpace and they're all other bands wanting you to like their stuff.
Exactly. It doesn't mean anything. It's much better.
It could compare to like just advertising in a magazine, you know? And
I don't know how relevant that is anymore. To be honest, we haven't advertised in a magazine for years, because it's.
I think at this early stage, with the guys all setting up labels from scratch, I think it's all about the social media. You don't want to start getting into print adverts, radio ads, and all that, because there's a massive cost attached to all those, and you can't quantify whether there's going to be. I mean, the thing with social media is it's just your time. That's all you're losing, unless you start doing ads and all that sort of thing on Facebook, which I don't really think are viable anyway. It's only time you're giving away, and you've got time to do it. Do that rather than spending money on ads here, there, and PR people and stuff. And then when it gets to a certain point where you can't handle it anymore, and there's money coming in, and people are seeing you live, that's the time to get the PR people in, and the promotions people, and all the internet sort of kind of providers like that. So just build it up gradually. That's what.
It's not going to happen overnight.
That's how all of us did it.
It never is going to happen overnight. You know,
we all started from nothing. Do you know what I mean? We didn't all get handed a record label
that's
or whatever.
important what you were just saying though. I think that there's an expectation that everything now, because of the download age,
absolutely,
everything's
like instant, and it's not.
It's not X Factor. Do you know what I mean?
It'll take years. It'll take years to craft your skills, you know, and network and get contact and meet people.
And I tell you what as well, and this is God's honest fact. The people that follow you from the start will stay with you as well. So, you know, they may only be a core of 1,000 people or something, but they'll stay with you through your whole career. And they'll follow everything you do, they'll support everything
Even
you
if you just put a release out every 4 months, that's enough. They say if you take it any longer, any further than that, you know, people will start to forget about you. But like every 4 months, you know, that's plenty of time.
Yeah, I'd say don't flood the market. That's definitely.
Because that's what's going on at the minute. It's too much.